Y'all ready for me? Yeah, everybody. What's up, everybody? This is Cha Cha Mystique, and we with another Wednesday live at radio. Everybody say what's up to my lovely co-host.
What's up? It's JIG 3125. Hey, young world, the world is yours.
Yes, and being that it's Wednesday, we have a dope WCW in the building, straight out of Atlanta.
Yes.
Key
Georgia
West
Peach.
in the building. Yes, hey, don't be all hey. Yeah, we live. Yes. Yeah, so what's going on? Like, you had so many things going on with you. You got fact checked. That's the new single out that you working.
Yes.
But you were a part of a group back in the day.
I was part of a few groups back in the day.
But the one in particular, you was dealing with Atlanta's royalty, so to speak. You know, the queen and king of the South, right?
Yes. The king and queen, Tip and Tiny Harris.
Yes,
And I was about to say, I only know one king in the South. They ain't Tip. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, so that's why I had to throw that up in there. So I want to know where it all started.
Oh,
How
man.
did it all start?
Well, I actually knew one of my friends from high school and her sister were working with Tiny back in the day, like right out of high school, and called me up and was like, yeah, she's trying to do a girl group. You should come audition. And I auditioned when she did Tiny and Toya. And it went from there. We ended up doing another group, French Kiss, and then the rest is history.
So that was the group with like Regine and her daughter?
Regine and them were in OMG Girls.
Okay.
There was the younger girls, and we were the older girls.
Okay.
The OMG was like Zanique and all of them. They were like our little sisters.
Okay.
They grown now, child. They ain't little no more, but then they were.
Okay, so what happened with that?
Well, I think speaking from my own experience, I don't want to speak on anyone else's. I just think we weren't mature enough or ready yet. I think all of us had to do some growing. Because being in a group, you're dealing with multiple personalities.
Somebody was stealing your lashes and shit and your shoes. That's what was happening. Who fucked whose man?
Nobody did that.
Whoa.
It was none of that in there.
Because that's why I want to leave the fucking group. This bitch wearing my lashes.
Lord.
Who does that?
I think maybe some egos got in the way, but I think we've all grown and learned from that. All of us are in a good place to where I still talk to the girls that were in my group. We're moms.
Mm-hmm.
We've all grown and learned from that. So I'm grateful for that experience because I might not be here had that not happened.
Yeah.
So, shout out to French Kiss.
Yeah, French. So I see that she still supports you to this day. So do you ever keep in contact with her and see if you could do things like maybe form another group or even work on your solo project?
I think she's been more focused on like her career. She's been doing a lot of performances like with Escape 3 and things like that. So for me personally, I just wanted to get out there on my own. I didn't want to. I've written on enough coattails, so I want people to see that I'm out here grinding, I'm out here working, and it's not because I'm riding on the coattail of someone else, although I'm grateful for everything that she's done for me, but I'd rather her see me working and grinding and then her be like, oh shit, Key, all right, so what else, what's next, you know what I'm saying? And I know she sees it, but she was a great mentor for me and still is a great mentor to me, so. And she's a good spades partner, FYI, just so you know.
Oh, she know how to play spades?
Oh, we don't play about spades, no.
Or do she be cheating?
No
No, she don't cheat. No reneging. We don't do that shit.
I might have to take her up on that.
Yeah,
we need to do a spades tournament because I'm mean in spades too.
We can do it. It ain't nothing. Give me a shot of Hennessy and some cards. We good.
Oh really?
Yes. Let's go.
Shit.
Yes.
But let's go even further back than that. How did you even come about even meeting Tiny? How did that whole thing started?
Well, before I even met Tiny, I had done a girl group before, and Derek Blanks, he's a big photographer in Atlanta. He's known for like his alter ego photo shoots. He was a friend of my mom's and had did her wedding and things like that, but I performed at the wedding, and he was working with April Love, who's big in PR in Atlanta, and she was looking for a girl to be in a group, and that's what happened with that. It was like an audition at the wedding, and then I went and met them, and that was my first intro into that industry or that light in Atlanta. And from then, after that was over, then I was introduced to Tiny and went from there.
Okay. So I see, checking out your Instagram, I see that you started performing again, I think around last year, October.
Yeah.
So what was the hiatus all about? What made you stop, and what was you doing during that time?
Well, initially, like I said, I've done a lot of groups. So I think when French Hits broke up, I was really depressed. Like, okay, it's been 4 girl groups. This shit ain't happening. Like, let me just say fuck it. And when I got pregnant with my son and I had him, it was just like, I can't really tell him to pursue his dreams and go after what he wants to go after if I'm not still pursuing mine. I can't stop doing shit because I had a child or because the group broke up and I'm sad because of it. I've had a long enough hiatus to where it's like, okay, get shit done now. Like, you see my son is outside, like he with me. I'm a mom first, but I want him to see that. Like, even if God forbid it doesn't go where I want it to go, he see like my mom tried and she pushed and worked her ass off to get to where she was. So I know I can do it.
No, and I totally understand because I'm a mom too. Everybody knows or should know that I'm a mother of 4 boys. Ooh. So, and they really love my grind. Like, they be wanting to go with me to events, but a lot of times I can't take no kids.
Right, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? So they really on me with the YouTube. So they be checking my stats and the analytics, and he was like, "I'm gonna make you a plat. You reached 1,000." Yes. So it was like I reached 1,000 today. Shout out to Live at Radio. Shout out to all our new subscribers and for subscribing. Y'all been doing an amazing job. And I really want to send a special shout out to Growing Up Hip Hop New York.
Yes.
I have to do that because even though I was doing okay with the views, but it wasn't until I went to the live taping and the performance, even though it was controversy and negativity and drama.
So that's the one with at SOBs, baby.
Yeah, the performance at SOBs with Ja Rule and Charlie Baltimore and Irv Gotti and stuff like that. But if it wasn't for that video, I wouldn't be having so many new subscribers and so many new views and everything like that. So even though people were eating up the drama part, which I'm strongly not, I don't like it. It's just so happened to happen while I was there.
You was on your grind. Shout out to you for being on your grind.
Yeah, so
you was on your grind. You wouldn't be there to cut
you know what I'm saying? So I owe that to them because now the interviews are getting more views now. They're starting to grow more. So they're not just checking out the beef part, but they're also checking out the artists that we do have here.
Now, the beef, was it because they couldn't get in the club or what? Do you
know
what happened?
I'm so confused.
Okay.
What's going on?
First of all, y'all gotta check it out.
All right.
But I'm gonna give y'all a real brief description of what went down.
Okay.
It was like a showcase because Growing Up Hip Hop New York is about the kids. So so they did a showcase which was awesome. Like, it was so fucked up that it ended that way. So one of the last artists that went up there, he wasn't doing so good. I guess, the crowd wasn't really interacting with him. So Ja Rule went upstairs, because, he knows people pay attention to him. So he went up there to try to help the young guy along. So then after the performance was over, everybody was edging them on so they could perform. Irv put him on the spot. Then they did the song, which was incredible. You know what I'm saying? It was dope, too. So they do that. Ja Rule's daughter, she was the host of the night, the MC of the night. She was like, yeah, so that's it. Everybody network is always after they say that shit. I'm starting to really realize that. That's when shit go left. Because I went through some shit last night where after a motherfucker said that shit went left. But anyway. So she goes, yeah, bingo, everybody hit the bar, tip your bartender,
Ciao.
So not even 5 minutes later, some lady, her name starts with an M. I can't think of it right now. But some lady went on stage and trashed Irv Gotti, was basically saying he wasn't a good father, but she was like doing like this bogus freestyle. Wow. And she had her little entourage with her. So then they
that's
get
what that
off.
was about.
Yeah, so then they get off stage. As you will see in the video, they got the fuck off stage. I kind of want
Oh,
to
there's
play it
footage
now.
of this.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah, I wanna
It's
see
on.
it.
It's on.
I'm nosy
It's
as fuck.
on. This is what
what got
this
us
is
up
what
to the
got us up
thousands.
to the thousands right now.
This is
And
shit.
Y'all had the
counting.
footage.
Cause yeah,
Yeah.
and not only did we have the footage, we had better footage than any other media outlet that's out
Yeah.
there. They was
Shit.
reposting people's shit from their phones and stuff. I was up close personal. You see Ja Rule sweat. But anyway, let's get to the before the sweat part. So she gets
Yo, yeah.
so she gets off the stage and walks out the door. And then that's when you see the commotion. So I guess Irv and Ja and Charlie Baltimore was trying to figure out why the fuck,
Did
how
you
the
get
fuck,
up there and-
yeah,
yeah.
like we taping the show. Then they fucking.
Did they know the bitch?
I think they do because I mean.
I ain't
So
been
then they
following
started
this.
blaming the producers. You see Ja Rule and Irv start flipping on the producers, saying that it's your fault, which is kind of is because
They shouldn't have allowed them to go up there.
yeah, like you need to give the DJ your music. Like this bitch had a whole beat.
Oh wow.
Her
So it's
entourage
No,
was
cause
a-
see, the producers be setting shit up like
Yeah.
that. They do that shit all the time.
Yeah, with
They set it
reality
up.
TV, and it's such. I mean, the drama is cool if you like that kind of stuff, but the event was so dope.
And it kinda fucked it up.
Yeah, and then the way they performed with each other, like you saw the chemistry, it brought you back to the late '90s, early 2000s, and the way it ended was so dope for it to really end like that. So I think. But we'll see it because Growing Up Hip Hop New York is coming out, is debuting tomorrow.
Oh.
August 29th.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the. Is it gonna be on the first episode? Or no?
No,
this is
I don't
probably
think
more of a
it.
finale
Yeah,
episode.
or like maybe in the middle or something. But it debuts tomorrow at 9:00, so check your local listings and get on with it. Yeah, because I know they have Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
Yeah.
That was like the stable point of this whole franchise. Did you ever get approached, or would you like to be on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta?
I mean, neither of my parents are famous
Okay.
or hip hop legends or anything like that. I'm not opposed to it, but I never say never. But it
Yeah.
does kind of scare me because being an artist, I want to be known for that first. And a lot of times, like we said, like producers are set up shit. Like, let's put up this scenario. I'll be like, oh, you need to be here at this time. But you don't know it's a bitch you don't fuck with that's gonna be there at that
Yeah,
time
they're
too.
gonna ambush you.
And y'all done been drinking and shit, so shit pop off that you wasn't even prepared for. So that part of it, I don't know.
So,
but
so
you know.
being in Atlanta, do you see any of that going on, like tapings and stuff like that? Or-
Well, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I
a lot
haven't
goes
seen
on.
any. I haven't been to like any tapings where like anything has popped off. But like
Yeah.
I said, I did Tiny and Toya and Family Hustle. They're not really like those type of drama type shows.
Yeah.
But I
I
know
call
a few
them like the
people who.
Huxtables of reality.
They
TV.
are like the Huxtables of the South, like
Yeah.
for real. They're a dope ass family, but I just don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I wouldn't say no. Like if I was approached, I definitely would hear what they were offering.
I know that's
But that kind of.
So being in that environment, T.I., he's one that's real prolific and real, stand your ground as far as like advocating for injustices and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
With his
like the
immaculate,
voice of the South.
yeah, and voice of the people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because what he says is actually fact. Did that rub off on you in any way? Do you have any political activist antics you were like?
I mean, I look up to Tip because I admire what he's doing for our culture and our race as a whole.
Oh, bring the mic up. I'm sorry. Shout out to the engineer.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? He trying to
was
make.
like,
He
I was
trying to.
trying to say it.
He
Yeah,
try,
yeah,
matter of
yeah,
fact, come
yeah,
bring your
yeah.
ass over here. I
Right.
want everybody
Right.
Say hi.
We all the way live.
Yeah, we all the way live. Yeah, come get that.
Live.
Oh, maybe I need to move up a little bit too.
Uh-oh. You hear my kid in the back out there screaming?
It's fine.
Well, since you was in SOBs with the whole Growing Up Hip Hop, I seen that you performed there last night. How was it?
Yeah.
It was cool as hell. Like, just
Yeah.
being up there with other up-and-coming artists that are just as hungry and being able to even go up there last minute was dope. It was a different experience than performing in Atlanta.
What's the
Definitely.
difference?
I've never performed in New York.
Oh, word?
Never. I've never performed in New York. But it just seemed more like business oriented. Like it was a lot of people there, big people, execs and things like that. The artists were a little bit more, okay, good luck or whatever. But I'm very supportive of other artists. I would never go to a showcase and just showcase myself.
Yeah.
I feel like it's enough for everybody to eat. So I'm not gonna hate on the next artist. I'm gonna yell for you because you up there probably just as nervous as I am. So I'm gonna be the loudest one in the crowd. I don't give a damn if I know you or not. If we on the same showcase, I'm gonna root for you. Like, good luck. Like, I hate that. It's a lot of artists that's like, oh, I don't want to do this because I don't want this person to outshine me, or I don't want the spotlight to be more so on them, when it's enough for every fucking body to eat.
Have you ever had somebody hate on you at a showcase or while you performing and elaborate it?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure it's been people to talk shit behind my back. I mean, everybody. If they ain't talking about you, then you ain't doing something right.
Yeah.
So, I haven't had that, by the grace of God. I haven't had any too much negative in my face. So, you know. But I think I get what I give. Like, I'm a positive person. I put out positive energy. So if you give it negative back, you can't blame anybody but yourself. Or you going to look like the ass. Because I didn't do it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So since I'm pretty sure you performed Fact Check, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to take a little break because I want the world to hear Fact Check.
Yes.
And I want everybody to do like this, because I was doing like this, like, hey.
Yes, let a couple niggas know you don't do me like you used to. That's what Fact Check is about.
Don't do me like you used to. I can sing too,
Okay,
you know.
let me hear.
No, you don't want
That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
That little two-note she hit right there, that's about it.
Right, I'm like, go ahead, girl, let me hear.
No. Yeah, so I want to get into Fact Check by Key West. Can we get to that? Selector, are you ready? Yeah, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your girl Key West. Fact check. You don't do me like you used to. Boy, I don't know what you used to. But we really got a problem, baby. 'Cause the truth is, I don't feel the way that I did. Boy, you're so inconsistent. You're so hit or miss. And I feel like jumping ship, yeah. Fact check. You don't do me like you used to. Boy, I don't know what you used to, baby. But we really got a problem, baby. Shipwreck. SOS. Flickin'. We need help. Wasted my love. Made a mess. Slippery when wet. Watch your step, boy. Your shoes untied. That's a whole trip. Aiming with them lies. That's a whole mess. Say she just a friend. That's your side, bitch. One more strike and I'ma slide quick. 'Cause my heart is just like glass. About to break when you have. You're gonna fall through the cracks. And that's big old fact check. You don't do me like you used to. No, boy, I don't know what you used to. But we really got a problem, baby. 'Cause the truth is, I don't feel the way that I did. Boy, you're so inconsistent. You're so hit or miss. And I feel like jumping ship, yeah. Fact check. You don't do me like you used to. You don't do me like you used to. Boy, I don't know what you used to. Boy, I don't know what you used to. But we really got a problem, baby. Yeah. APP, where you been at? EpiPen, you're allergenic. ADD, you're a distraction. I give 100, you give a fraction. Crazy man, yeah, that's you. Thought I had a real one, but I had me a fool. We got a problem on our hands, like the square root of 2. For the record right now, shorty, we ain't cool now. It's a lot of reasons, out of season, out of pocket, out of socket, out of balance, out of chances, out of whack. And that's big old fact check. Oh yeah, you don't do me like you used to. You don't do me like you used to. Boy, I don't know what you used to. Boy, I don't know what you used to. We really got a problem,
that's facts. Super facts. Yes. So, are we in?
Okay.
'Cause
We live.
You know, we
already
live. So,
We
you know,
need
we
to
working
know.
out the cake. Fuck all that. We ain't perfect, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a dope song. Like, I really, really like the song. Like, it brings me to a great place. Who produced that?
This man named Dirty Rice, a producer out of Atlanta, and this guy named JC wrote it.
Okay.
Just it's a lot of talented producers and writers in Atlanta. So
Yeah, that's the
but
Black
shout out to them.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
So you've been in New York for some time now, like a little while. Do you like it better than Atlanta?
I was born here.
Oh,
Okay.
I
what?
was born in Long Island. That's what I'm like. I was here
Oh, you
till I was 7.
bougie. Oh, you
Oh, my
bougie.
God.
They got tennis courts and shit in Long Island.
We ain't had no damn tennis court. I'll let you know that
That's
shit
where all
now.
the Rockefellers and all the Wall Street motherfuckers be living. They be having weddings and shit.
Oh,
They got
God.
country clubs. It's not bougie
Child.
over there?
I mean, I was 7 when I left. So
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to experience the bougetto-ness or anything like that. But
That's where all the rich people live. That
In
in the
Freeport?
Hamptons.
Really?
Well, I don't know about like the different areas, but I know
'cause
for
Nassau
damn
County,
sure.
I'm from Nassau County. I definitely ain't from out by the Hamptons.
Oh, okay.
No
I ain't
Hamptons.
nowhere
Alright,
near
cool.
there.
Oh,
at
okay.
all.
Alright.
Yeah, so but are you digging the vibe? Are you getting any inspiration?
Just the movement, how everybody moves so fast up here. Like it's not really slow in Atlanta because Atlanta's been picking up, but it's nothing like New York.
Mm-hmm.
It is nothing like New York. Like the people are just go. So it is motivating. Like if they could do this shit every day, like in the rain, like I'll complain like it's raining outside. It was motherfuckers just walking past the hotel with sandals on and shit. Like it was not bothering them at all.
Yeah, it's
so
just
that's the
another day.
grind in New York is something unmatched
Yeah, totally
from
different.
what I've experienced. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you sing to a melody. Who is your top 5 R&B singers? Because we always ask that
Okay.
to all the artists. So, I mean, we have a Mount Rushmore for hip hop artists, but I guess that doesn't really apply to
I mean,
R&B.
we
'cause we
could,
don't
but
do
we
it
don't really
R&B
do
often.
it, like, you know.
Yeah. So, who's your top 5 R&B singers, dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
And it doesn't have to be in any particular order.
Okay, okay. So Tamia. I love.
Okay. I got a real thing.
I sung that at my mother's wedding.
You did?
That's where Derek followed. That's where I got discovered.
Okay.
So
Alright.
Tamia, Aaliyah,
Okay.
Alright,
yes.
rest in peace.
Yes. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Her
Aaliyah.
birthday
Her
just
birthday,
passed.
her anniversary,
Anniversary
of
to
her
her
death.
death.
Oh, okay, my fault. I knew something passed.
Yeah, so the anniversary just passed. Of course, Beyonce. Who doesn't
Yes.
love Beyonce? I love her. I'm really a big her fan, and LMA. I really love both of them. I'm fucking with their music a lot.
Yeah, I like her too. I just really got put on her recently, and I've been listening to a lot of her stuff, like getting really put on to her. And yeah, she reminds me of '90s R&B.
Yeah, she's just so dope. Just
Yeah,
just
she
a
gives you
talent
that
in
vibe.
itself.
All right, so you got did you say all 5
Tamia,
already?
Nah, she got, I think she got one more.
I got one more.
Beyonce,
Beyonce,
her,
and LMA.
and LMA.
Yeah, for like the newer people like LMA. But I honorary mention Normani, even though she's kind of pop, but I fuck with Normani.
Yo, you seen how she was moving in that video?
I fuck with her.
Yo,
Like that's
she
black
is
girl
off
magic
the
right there.
hook.
For
See how she threw the
real.
basketball up and bounced it off the ass and all that? I wonder how many
Girl,
takes it
please,
took to get.
if you ever see this Normani, please teach me that trick. Please.
I
teach
wonder how
me
many
the
takes
basketball
it took
booty
to do
trick.
that. That was crazy, yo.
Please
So
teach me that.
who's tell her about the bottom 3.
I don't know if you could do that for R&B though.
You
Alright.
can.
Bottom 3?
Bottom 3, like who like should never have picked up the mic, who can't carry
Oh,
the tune. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, you
Do
crushing.
it. Be that person.
You know what I mean? All I could do is
I'm like,
ask
can
the
I even
question.
think of them off the top of my head who I feel like shouldn't do music or R&B? Damn, give me some examples or throw some at me and I'll
Okay,
plead the
my
fifth.
personal opinion, I feel like Jennifer Lopez should have never
Why she
touched the
don't
mic.
even?
She should have just stuck to dancing and being in the movies.
I
That's
heard
about
that
it.
she don't really even sing. Like
Yeah,
those are
because
like,
Ashani was helping her.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what I heard.
love
I don't know. I
J-Lo,
wasn't
though.
there.
you like
I
her
do.
as a star.
I love her as an entertainer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause it's a lot of singers out there that can't entertain, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
entertainers out there that can't sing.
Yeah.
But as an entertainer, like her and Janet, like they
Yeah.
just put on great shows.
You think
So,
Janet can sing though?
I think Janet got a little voice.
A little voice.
Miss
I
Jackson.
love Janet Jackson.
Miss Jackson. Come on, who
I
ain't
think
like
she has
Rhythm
a
Nation
voice.
and all that?
No, I love Janet.
No, I just saw Janet open her residency in Vegas,
Okay.
and that was the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
See?
From her, she's like 53, and she's dancing. She definitely could dance circles around me, and she just gave a great show. Like,
And today's Michael Jackson's birthday.
What?
Yeah,
Take a
happy
pop?
birthday,
happy
Michael.
birthday, MJ. I'm the diehard MJ fan.
Speaking of Kings, it's the anniversary of the I Have a Dream speech.
Oh, it is too. So
R.I.P.
we
Dr.
we
King.
we dealing with a lot of royalty. King of the South, King Queens of the South, King of Pop, King of the Dream, and the Civil Rights Movement, Dr.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King. Yes.
Martin
So
Luther King.
you don't have any more bottom things because you didn't
She
even
ain't
say
even-
one.
Cause you can't. It's
wanna
hard for
do
R&B.
that,
Like
'cause it's still
I
like-
can't even think of nothing like
Yeah,
that.
I can't really think of nobody that I just would be like, ugh. I don't. Maybe if you said somebody and it hit me, but I
Yeah.
can't really think.
I don't know.
I did disagree with Trey Songz singing Big Rich Town.
Thank you.
Okay.
Come on,
That
50.
I did, and I like Trey, but I definitely was like, I was like,
Yeah,
we
that
was
shit is
watching that
soft.
midnight, like, what the fuck?
That shit
this
is
the same
soft as
thing?
fuck. It's almost like if Joe came out the closet and here you go. You got that's what that, cause
Yeah.
Joe was like hard, like you was
Right.
like, yeah, like, and you know what's the funny shit? When the fucking show actually came on and I was ready to start singing,
Singing
like,
it.
yeah.
And it was different. Like, it's like, am I
And then
tripping?
I got put on pause, like, hold up.
Yeah.
That ain't the same shit. Am I bugging? I had to put the volume
Man.
up, like.
But 50, he monopolized of everything. So he was acting like he was gonna put it back on there. Then he was like, y'all keep talking shit. It's gonna be mute. Y'all gonna think I'll be muted next week. I
I'd
ain't gonna
rather
play
it
nothing
be
on there.
mute and then I can hear
Then I
Joe
can
in
sing
my
it in
head.
I'll play this shit on Apple Music. I know
Because
it's on
the
there.
beat is
God.
different and everything.
It's like two.
He did
Joe's
that
is
bad.
more
on
grimy.
that-
It's so,
like, it's
yeah,
just-
because he got that voice. Trey
Yeah,
Songz
Joe is
like,
very under. I
don't
will
know.
say he's one of the most underrated artists. in my
Yes,
opinion.
yes, because he was doing his thing in the 90s and he was
I
such a
wanna
chocolate
know,
sex symbol. I
babe.
think he's still sexy. Like, he could still get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of like, not older, but you all about the MILF campaign. What is that about?
Yes. I actually feel more like a woman and more sexy now that I am a mom. It's
Okay.
weird. I didn't really feel grown. Not to say if you underage, you need to just go get pregnant to feel grown, but I didn't feel like a woman until I had to give birth and I had this other being that I was responsible for. Like, it hit you like different. Like, okay, like what I was saying earlier with the music, like when it's just me to worry about, I could say fucking give up on my dreams or whatever, but when you got a whole nother being to be responsible for, it's not really about you anymore. You know, so I love being a MILF
Yes.
all day, but
Yeah, I mean, you went as far as to have like a whole photo shoot. It was cute. The Got MILF, and you had the milk mustache.
Where are these photos at?
On her Instagram.
Oh,
Tell everybody
okay.
where they can find it. Tell everybody they can find
y'all
you.
can follow me
Oh.
at Kiki the Shepherd, KIKITHESHEPHARD on Instagram.
Hey, listen,
Yes.
I knew you who you were. You was lost outside. I told you where to go.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he did.
like,
I was
recognize
outside,
you
like
in
he was
person.
like,
So what you know about Kiki Shepherd? Like, why is your Instagram named that? Because that's
Kiki-
such a iconic
and
person.
honestly, it was Kiki No Shepherd
Okay.
before, and I got hacked. And they like, I don't know what these Instagram people do when they hack stuff and want to get money from it. So I couldn't keep my original name, so I just changed it to Kiki the Shepherd.
Okay.
But I always thought she was just dope as hell, like on Apollo.
Yeah.
She was like ageless or
Yeah.
timeless rather. She didn't really get older. She was always
She was
sexy.
our Vanna White.
Yeah, she was our Vanna White.
Yeah.
Like just, I don't know, just a legend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you got Fact Check out. Is there a project coming up? Is it a part of an EP, or you just throwing out singles?
Well, at the top of the year, I want to release my EP somewhere between January and February. But Fact Check was like my first solo single that I was putting out there. I did a couple of other songs, but Fact Check like really like it just rides. It just
Yeah, it's
rides,
that
and I
knock.
think-
That's
and
that
who
knock
doesn't need
right
to
there.
fact check somebody like whether you a man or a woman? Somebody got to get checked factually
Yeah.
some kind of way. So I think everybody can kind of relate to the
I
song.
know that's right, because I'm checking out your IG right now. Yeah, that's a fact check, yeah.
Yeah, and she be really doing it, and I like your supporters. Like, they're so supportive of you.
I do have a really good support system.
Yeah.
I think most of my supporters are people that have been close to me and have followed me from when I did my first group with Tamika, with Tiny. And they've kind of followed me and still are like, okay, you doing it now. Like, you really are doing it. And a lot of the contacts that I made, I was afraid to, like, reach out to. I didn't want them to feel like, oh, she not really doing nothing. I wanted them to see it first so they could be like, okay, Key, I respect what you're doing. Now what can I do to, like, help you get to that level?
Elevate it.
Yeah. I don't want to ask for a favor before I've even put in the work to even deserve, not even a favor, advice. Even, you know what I mean? So
I mean, it's good to hear you talk like that because there's a lot of people who expect so much and do so little. Like, yeah, the entitlement issue. And it makes me wonder, like, is everybody just having one kid? Because I don't think a lot of one kid households people be acting like that.
I'm an only child.
He was like,
no, but you done.
I can't help it, like, you know.
Yeah, but you've been in military and all of that. Like, you live life, so life knocked you on your ass a few times. I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? So, no, he's cool. He's a little homie. Yes. Yeah. So, what are you trying to do with everything? What is the ultimate goal outside of just making music?
I just want to do what makes me happy. I want to make a living doing something that I enjoy doing. I've waitressed. A lot of people in Atlanta know me from waitressing. Like, I used to work at a club called The Palace for like 5 years. I waitressed. And although I loved it, it wasn't what I wanted. I liked it. It wasn't something I loved doing. And now I'm actually doing something I enjoy. Like, I enjoy making music and recording with people and meeting new producers and different writers and vibing with different people, you know, when I work with them. So that's fun. That's like, I can do so. I actually my job is doing something I enjoy doing. I've always loved performing and singing and acting and doing things like that. So I think that's all it's really
So you
about
see yourself in movies and stuff.
I see myself doing
I mean, because Atlanta is like the Black Hollywood. I mean, it's one of those things, if you can't make it in Atlanta and you from Atlanta.
Like everybody feels that way, so everybody moves or migrates to Atlanta
it's congested.
It's congested. It's really
I know it's a lot of motherfuckers from New York moving to Atlanta.
Oh, shit, we was some of the motherfuckers from New York moving to
No,
Atlanta.
but that's back then. I'm talking about like now. Like that's like a new wave.
Like Black Hollywood, it's like everybody's coming down there. Whether you're a singer, a rapper, actor, actress, they go in there before they come to LA because one, it's cheaper than moving to Hollywood, and more movies and stuff are doing stuff here.
And they cater to the people of color.
Yeah.
They do cater more to people of color.
They got Tyler Perry down there, right?
Yeah.
They just changed one of our exits to Tyler Perry Studios.
Oh,
and
y'all,
East
so
Point.
y'all definitely got him down there.
He's like Paramount. He's like the equivalent to Paramount in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's such a blessing because we don't have to necessarily fight so hard for roles or get shut out. You know, a lot of protests, especially in Hollywood, was, oh, well, we're not getting the roles. I think Jada Pinkett did a protest. You know, we're not even being nominated. And at the same time, when we do get put up for roles, there's always some propaganda, exploitative type caricatures. You know what I mean? Of the what idea of how you see us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's dangerous because those imageries projects to the world.
And it has projected to the world.
So when you have people in other countries, especially like immigrants and stuff like that, they come over here with a certain perspective and they think they know how we are and the culture and stuff like that, and then they'll treat us like as such. You know what I'm saying? They become a sub oppressor, like a subclass oppressor when we already and we already dealing with that. So I feel like that the positive imagery, especially for African Americans, need to be housed by our own. That's the only way we'll get our true stories out there and really be seen for who we really are. And multiple, because we do have players, we do have business people, we do have whores, but we do have maids, and we do have entrepreneurship. They need to see the full spectrum of us. It's not just one-sided.
I think we had to go out there and just be like, you know, fuck protesting. We're going to make our own rules and our own roles and do it ourselves. And I mean, shit, look at everything Tyler Perry has done. You might not like his movies, but he's made a lot of people some money.
know that.
And
Yeah.
it gave a lot of people jobs
Jobs.
in general.
Because even if you're not an actor, we still need grips.
Yeah.
We still need editors. We still need casting agents to bring people in for these roles. It's a lot of employment behind the scenes
Yeah,
than
that-
actually on the scenes.
Yeah, that I don't think African Americans were privy to those jobs. They weren't
Out-
able to get
outside of
those jobs.
Spike Lee.
Yeah, even I think her name is Ellen Pompey from Grey's Anatomy, the white lady.
Okay.
She did an interview and basically checked the director or whatever. Like, I don't see enough people of color in your staff. So that doesn't make me, even though I'm a white woman, that doesn't make me comfortable. I want to see diversity. I want to see more women. I want to see more people of color. And when people like that go out there and stand up for us and say things like that, I respect it, because it's like you're not blinded by the bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, they're black, they're crying, oh, here goes with the Black Lives Matter, here they go again. But it's like, it's the truth. It
Yeah.
really is the truth. You go in these movie studios and you might see 2 black people in the behind the scenes staff.
Yeah. And it's crazy. So shout out to Tyler Perry. Shout out to the
Yes.
whole Atlanta. I need to come out there and really show my ass and show them what the fuck live at is. I
Y'all
think
should have
that
been out here this weekend. It's Luda Day weekend.
for real.
Yes,
Shout out
every
to
Labor Day
Luda.
weekend.
Yeah.
Every Labor Day weekend.
Well, we about to get into something heavy this weekend. The Brooklyn about to be on tilt.
Okay.
Yeah, Labor Day West Indian Parade.
Oh yeah, nah, I'm out.
Shout out to the
oh,
Bajans.
nah.
That's
out
like,
there.
yeah, shout out to all of that.
Shout out to
all-
Brooklyn,
You
but I ain't
Shout out to
going.
Brooklyn.
I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we, we about to see titties and ass
I'm
and
so mad I'm not gonna
jewelry
be
and
here.
feathers, and it's lit. Everybody gonna be drunk and throwing mud at each other, and it's nice. It's like a hood carnival.
Yeah.
I wish I was going to be here.
Oh, you would have. It would have been
My
dope
family's
getting
Bayesian,
pictures.
so
You dressed up like that and stuff.
I really
And
want to do. I think I'm going to try to get out to Barbados.
I
next
think
year
that's
for Carnival,
Sunday.
a
That's
proper-
this Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be. Should be this Sunday.
Yeah, it's this Sunday. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up this interview, and it was amazing talking to you. I want to talk more. We gotta have you back the next time you touch
Let
down
me
in
know
New
when.
York.
I'll be back.
Yeah, and then when I decide to go to Atlanta, which will be very soon, I need you to house me. They got some Airbnbs. I could sleep in the closet.
I live right in the city, and I got an extra bedroom.
Oh,
so you good.
even
Just
better.
let me know. Let me
Even
know
better.
what's up.
Ah, you my new cousin.
Yes,
She's
cousin.
my hip hop cousin. What's up,
You got
cousin?
family in Atlanta now.
Yes,
Pull up.
that
And you
nigga
play
lit.
spades. if
Yes,
you
and I
good.
play
We
spades.
good.
I'm a whip tiny ass. She don't know it though. She don't know it though. So before we leave, can we get I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, but I also want to get a little singing going on. I want you to ride the show off with a little sweetness from you. Can we get that?
All right. Well, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Kiki the Shepherd, KIKITHESHEPHARD. And I'm going to sing a snippet from one of the songs that'll be on my EP called Sounds Like Love.
Yes, let's get it.
All right. If love is patient and kind, if it's not self-seeking or easily angered, then what do we have? It feels like it's dangerous, and it sounds like love. Please go follow me.
Yes! So, yes. No, thank you for putting up. And I want to thank everybody that was watching this evening. If
Yes,
you
thank
was
y'all.
watching live on DimensionStudios.com, but if you're checking this out on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. I need you. Help me, help you. Because we moving the culture forward up in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Are we off this though?
Yeah, we up off this.
And shout out to Atlanta, and we up off this. We see you next week.